Welcome to the Fall Ball 2025. What are you doing over there? Bobby is here with me, my husband, and I am yelling at you because I am so excited. Okay, I'm so excited. So I want to give just kind of an intro of what is happening. But first, I just got to say shout out for wearing your flannels. I was looking in the group a few minutes ago and high five for all my flannel people. I love it so, so much. So, and Bobby, let me just show you. I'm not going to zoom in this time because something weird happened with the zoom, but Bobby's in his flannel. He's ready to go. And so we are here and the entire team is as well here. Wow, already 112 of y'all jumped on. I'm so excited. Are you excited? I'm so excited. Okay. And if you're right now freaking out, let's all take a deep breath. That was Bobby. I was not that drastic. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're freaking out right now saying, I can't do this, I want you to take action fast before your brain catches up, before your brain goes, oh, I'm scared, I can't do that. So this is the reason why we make it quick, okay? So I know it feels crazy, but hopefully you'll know that I'm a little crazy, but in a good way. So I'm hopeful that I can help you. So let me know in the comments if you are ready to have some fun tonight. You're ready to paint our Highlander and you're ready to learn about the paint party calculator. Oh, Bobby is. Bobby is. Okay, I'm going to get my glasses on so I look real smart.
Will you fix your computer?
I'm trying to fix it.
You know that would be bad. Actually.
I think I'm coming back,
there
though.
You go.
Yay! Okay, we got it. Okay, so now I can see your, well, almost. Trust this device. Y'all, I am so sorry. I promise I'm usually more professional.
I have to triple verify you.
I'm not usually more professional. I'm not. If you know me, you know that is a lie. I am not professional at all. Okay, here I am. Okay.
Canadian.
Oh, yay. Well, how did, you betcha. You betcha. I love that. Okay. Oh my gosh. I can see your comments. I can hear Bobby and you kind of. Okay, so let's get started painting. I want to show you really quick the simplest way to kind of get this set up. And we're going to kind of keep track. So if you have questions, please ask them. Our team is grabbing them and then sending them to Bobby so he can read them to me. And then I will answer questions about Paint Party Business all night long. That is why we're here. Okay. So let's take a drink. Cheers. Cheers to a fun night of painting and creating and all of the good things. All right. Cheers. Yum. Okay, so what I have this little paper palette I got from Blick Art Supplies. And then I got all the colors that was on the supply list, except I cannot find lush green. So is it okay to alternate colors? Yes, of course. Actually, one of the prizes is alternating colors. So what we're going to do is now that we have the colors, I have 3 brushes, a flat, 1-inch flat, a round, like a 6 or an 8-inch round. Oh no, my lips aren't synced with the audio. Is that true for everyone? Tara, I really hope it's not true for everyone. That would suck. And then I also have a, a liner, okay? All right, no way. Jennifer's also drinking. So I love root beer, like an unhealthy obsession, and this has been helpful to my stomach because the other one always hurts. Okay, so then we're going to do the paint party calculator here in just a little bit. So I'm going to put that aside. And then I brought all of these to kind of show you that there's multitudes of ways to make money using this Highlander, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is start with our painting. Now, I'm going to put the book of paint party later, supply list, and then we have our instructions. Tonight, we're only going to do half of this, okay? Tomorrow night, we're going to finish it. If some of you get excited and you keep painting, totally fine, okay? All right, so are my lips messed up? Am I good?
They look good to me.
See what Brendan says. Did Brendan say the lips are messed up? Okay, and the team is all on here answering your questions, so please feel free to ask. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do first, I'm going to tilt this down a little bit so I can show you my painting, okay?
Brendan said you have lovely lips.
Oh, thanks. Mwah. Okay, so what we're going to do first is, again, if I'm nervous at a paint party, I'm just going to write this down. I'm going to bring this here and I'm going to see exactly what to do first, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and do that first.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it says here with a 1-inch brush and a mix of white and a touch of the caramel color, we're going to paint the background. Dip your brush in a little water to help the paint flow smoothly. So let's see. I love Honey the Highlander, Jacqueline says. Oh my gosh, mine is synced. Maybe try refreshing. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Okay, so I'm going to grab the paint, and I have recently found that when I wear my readers, I can see my painting. Apparently, I've not been seeing it as smoothly as I would like. Okay, so I'm going to dip and dip, okay? Pick one of them. It doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to also dip into my water, okay? The reason I'm doing this is I want to get this pretty light. So more white and then lots of water dipping. More white and lots of water dipping. And if you notice, what we're doing is we are going straight over. Even if you have pencil lines, it's okay to go straight over that because we're going to paint right on top of it. So it's not a big deal. Okay?
I'm over here looking around the phone to see what you're doing. That's how into this I am.
Oh, Bobby's learning all about paint parties.
I catch myself sometimes.
So,
Are you ready for questions? Or you?
I'm so ready.
Okay.
We already have questions?
Yeah, we go. So the first person is Kizzy GT.
Ooh, fun name. Yay. Okay, what's your question?
She says, do you trace every canvas for an event or do you have the participants do it?
Oh, so this is a great question. Usually Bobby traces them. He's a pro at tracing. So he'll watch some kind of like stupid show. What is that show? Below Deck?
Below Deck.
Yeah, Below Deck. Like a show that you really don't have to like pay attention to. And then he'll sit there and trace them. But yeah, what you want to do is, I know we have some paint party people that actually have their guests trace them. And in the past, again, I've been doing this for 20 years. In the past, I used to bring poster board tracers and have my guests if they wanted to. And then I realized everybody wanted it traced. So then we just started doing that. Okay, let me get the next section. And then we're going to answer another question. How's everybody doing? Thumbs up if you're doing great. Let us know how you're doing. I'm just watching tonight. Oh, if you're like, you're painting too fast, don't worry. It's okay. You can always watch it back, so it's totally fine. Okay, the next step. Again, I get nervous at paint parties, so what I'll do... Oh, Jessica, I'm so happy you're psyched to be here. I am so psyched to be here, too. Okay, so step 2, you're going to make your mixture a little darker by adding more caramel paint and fill in the cow's body with this color. Layer on some short downward brush strokes to make the fur texture using mustard yellow and caramel. Grab some cinnamon brown and paint the area under her head and her dark brown accents. So let's go ahead and start with the caramel color first. Now, I already forgot which one's the caramel. Okay, so I have to look. Salted caramel, and now my mouth's watering because I want a Werther's Original.
Ew.
They're good. Anybody like those?
No.
Bobby,
What?
over there eating your little Fruit Loops.
What? I don't like the Werther's.
They are kind of, he eats these all that, let me show them. What are they called?
They're butter rum lifesavers.
Butter rum lifesavers. So good.
Like the fiber, she's like, yeah.
Yeah, she loves them. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is, I already forgot what I was doing. A little darker and add more caramel paint. Okay. All right. So mixture a little darker. Okay. So I'm going to take my big brush and I'm going to dip it into the caramel. Okay. Now I'm going to fill in this whole part. And if I get lost, here's another thing that we love to have inside Paint Party headquarters is, and again, this is kind of like whether you join Paint Party headquarters or not, and we're going to talk a lot about that, you know, throughout like the end of this video and the end of tomorrow video. But here's the thing I want you to know is like, I want you to use this design and go teach a party. And we'll talk all about that because it's so important to get a feel for it. But here's what's so cool is we have these for all of our painting designs. And so if I'm confused because I'm a visual person, let me know if you are a visual person or a reader person. What's it called?
Still visual.
Okay, I guess you're still visual, but I can comprehend it better like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out so then now I can kind of fill this in, okay? So I'll just kind of fill into my lines. All right, let's answer another question.
Right. This one's from Jan White, and she says, what kind of, I think she's a cellophane bag do you use for packaging? She said cello, but I know it's not like a cello, so it's got to be cellophane.
Oh yeah, it's the cellophane. It's actually right there by you. It's the one from Hobby Lobby, but you can get it on Amazon for cheaper. But this is the one that I got from Hobby Lobby. But I am 100% sure, and you can screenshot that if you want. I'll leave it there for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bobby does the screenshots. Okay, so I'm 100% sure you can get that cheaper on Amazon. Okay, so I'm using a little bit of white and a little bit of caramel. Oh, Rachel, that's awesome. Good. Okay, good. Okay, so yes, so I highly recommend, you can probably get that on Amazon way cheaper, but I just grabbed it at Hobby Lobby because I wanted to have it right then. And I was, you know, like when you're in the mood to get something done and you don't even want to wait one day to get an Amazon. That's how I am. Okay, so Elizabeth's visual, Cheryl's visual. Yeah, totally. Okay, awesome. Okay, another question. Do we have any more?
Yeah, we have plenty.
Oh, good. Thank y'all for asking questions.
Yeah, keep them coming. Kathy Kezar, she says, in the headquarters, is there instructions like this for all the projects?
Yes, yes. Again, this is kind of your taste test into Paint Party Headquarters. Again, whether you join or not, we are so freaking happy you're here and we're going to have a blast. But yes, all of our designs have all of that. That's the cool thing about it. It was basically created because I was working full time and this is what I needed and nobody offered it. And I was like, this is what I need. I just need to be able to grab and go. So I literally use it for my designs. Right before I got on here, this is one of our flyers for one of my paint parties coming up. And I literally used exactly what we have in Paint Party Headquarters to make my flyer so I can go drop it off tomorrow at the place. So, oh, Sandra, you're late. Oh, you were in big trouble. I'm just kidding. You're fine. You're perfect on time.
Just coming on.
Who is?
A lot of people.
Oh, yay. Okay, great. Yeah, there's a lot of y'all here. We have over 700 of you right now. Good job, y'all. I'm so excited for you because this is the time, like fall and Christmas season is the best time for paint parties.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's give a quick round of applause to the team. Bobby did it at the exact same time. Okay, so right, we've been around for 7.5 years, Paint Party Headquarters. I've been teaching paint parties for 20 years. We have a small but mighty team, and they are amazing. So let's give a shout out to all the team members, if y'all don't mind. They would love that. So we have Brendan, we have Julie, we have Allison, we have Dana, and we have Marianne, and Bobby, of course. And then, of course, my daughter Pixie helps a lot too. Oh, and Gretchen. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot Gretchen. So I'm very, very excited, and thank you so, so much for all your help, team. And they're going to be in the comments. So as you have questions, I'm sure they're replying and helping and all of that great stuff. So lots of cheers for them. Okay, so I'm going to take this. Now, I have this gray here, or I'm sorry, this kind of honey. What I'm going to do is start mixing a little bit of white. And then this is where we can get it to have some like texture, okay? So we just wanted to have a little bit of variation. So what I like to do is as I look at this, I'm going to go from like a light caramel, and then I'm going to start adding in some of my, I think it's called cinnamon stick. I'm going to start adding in some of the cinnamon stick here. And so if you want to just watch me kind of how I'm blending this, and don't be scared to make a mistake, because if you mess it up, which is fine, I mess stuff up all the time. If you mess it up, all you have to do is let it dry for a few minutes and then you can paint right over it. So it's not even a big deal. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take some white. And then I'm just going to kind of go down with a down brush stroke. And then I'm going to dip into the cinnamon stick. And then I'm just going to start bringing it down right under his little face. Okay. Can y'all see that okay? So just kind of bringing it down under his little face. And then if I'm ever unsure, I'm just going to kind of grab my paper and I'm going to watch it to see if I'm getting it correct. And it doesn't have to be exact. Like, I bet most of you are way better painter than I am. So don't worry if you're not doing it exactly how I'm doing it. The main thing I want you to think about with a paint party is you want to make sure you're not so good that the people that are trying to learn from you, you have painted it so intensely great that now they feel like they can't do it, okay? So kind of keep it simple. Oh, Chris, I'm glad you're here. Had to work. Oh, I get it. I get it, totally. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to add that lighter in here. So I'm going to go back to that caramel with a little bit of white. So I'm dipping into the caramel and the white. And I'm just kind of filling in this sweet little face. Sweet, sweet little face. And while I'm filling in the face, we'll have Bobby, if you want to ask another question.
Oh, okay. So the next one here is from Crystal Camacho. And she says, does the size of the canvas affect the price that you would charge per person?
Oh, I love this question. Okay, so in the past, I always did 16 by 20, which you can see right here is a 16 by 20. Now, what I like to teach is either an 11 by 14 or a 12 by 16, 12 by 16. The reason why is because you want to keep the party around 2 hours. Now, for those of you that are veteran paint party teachers, paint party hosts, let me know how long has been the longest party you've ever had. Because I have had 4.5 hours for one of my parties. And it's because I wasn't really good at keeping the party going, okay? I was letting one really slow person just take over and basically let them be the speed for this. And so you will get better at making it faster, but you really want to make sure you do it for 2 hours or less because you want repeat customers. And I don't know about you, but if I go to an event and they say it's going to be 2.5 hours and I'm there for 4, next time they offer it, I'm going to be like, I don't have 4 hours to do that. You know what I mean? Even if they loved it, it's hard to get people to commit to like a half a day. You know what I mean? So anyway, so that's my thing is keeping them smaller canvases allows you to get through the painting in a amount of time that makes sense.
Do you charge different because it's smaller?
Oh, that was the question, wasn't it? No, I don't. It's $35 still. I charge $35. Yeah, Diana says she's had really long ones. Irene says 2 to 3 hours and I let them enjoy. Vicky says 6 hours. Oh, doing a porch cleaner. Yeah, and if they're at an RV resort, they're probably not really trying to go anywhere. So that's a little bit of a different situation. Oh my gosh. Becky did one at the beach for 20 people that lasted 7 hours.
Whoa.
That's a long day, Becky. Yeah, keep it simple. Keep the directions simple. And that's one of the things that we have, like we've tested them. We have them where they are simple. We have them where you don't really have to stress because I have done some very intense paintings and it is it's a lot of work.
Have you ever tried using those, and this is still from Crystal, the canvas that's on a board?
Oh, the canvas panels.
Yeah.
You can, but I don't recommend them because these are so cheap and they're like $2 or less. They're just so cheap. So the profit in this is so high because it's mainly a service business. Once you have your brushes, once you have your aprons, if you take care of them, they will last you years, like legit years. We still have, brushes and aprons from 10 years ago? Yeah. They last years. So really, this is a service business. You're not really having to spend that much money once you get going. And I think that's what the crazy part about this is so many people think like, this is a cute little business. Let me know if you've ever had somebody say that to you and you're just like laughing all the way to the bank. You're like, well, I just made $1,000 in one night and I didn't even have to strip. Like, really? So I want you to remember that it is really, really great money. And so we want to be really great with customer service. We want to do a really great job so that people will want us back. Okay. All right. So I kind of just blended this a little bit here. And then what I'm going to do next is let me make sure I have this. Oh, I'm going to go with the cinnamon and I'm going to switch to this middle brush and I'm just going to dip in the cinnamon. And then all I'm gonna do while Bobby asks a question is just start to add just little hints of just blobs. And it's really important that you use these very fancy words, okay? Blob.
Blob.
Everybody repeat together. Blob. Okay. Oh, Debbie says she's been using her brushes and aprons for 5 years. That is awesome. So you just kind of blob and swoosh. And I want you to be comfortable with using non-fancy words. When you start getting too fancy, nobody knows what you're saying. And then they feel intimidated and everybody's scared and they don't want to come back. Okay. And then we're all sad and nobody wants to be sad.
That would be sad.
That would be sad.
Yeah. Okay, Susan Chavez says, how often do you add designs to PPHQ?
Oh, so what we used to do, and again, we've been around 7.5 years. What we used to do was do one new design every month. Now, yes, we have hundreds, but you do not need hundreds of designs to make thousands and thousands of dollars, okay? You only need a few heavy hitter winners to kill it during a season. So I want everyone to rest knowing we don't have to paint every painting in the world. We just need a few really, really great ones to kill it. And then you basically teach the same 3 or 4 over that season over and over and over again. And then you make a bunch of money. And then the next season you make a bunch of money. So what I want to tell you is that yes, we have hundreds. We used to release them I'm looking at my picture. We used to release them every month. We'd release one full tutorial of everything, right? Oh, I like that. Use a tinge of paint. That's cute. We used to do that, but then we realized, again, I am an active paint party host. Literally had 2 paint parties last week. I have one coming up on September 25th. Like I am actively in this with you. And so I love being able to say that because I can tell you what works, what doesn't work. And just so you know, I just moved from Texas to Tennessee. So I basically had to start my business totally from scratch with new people. And so I'm literally on the ground doing it all from scratch again. And so I know there was an answer to this question. What was I going to say? What was the question again?
How often do you add?
Oh, that's the question. Okay. So how often do I add? We add new designs every quarter. So for example, because we know as the host, we have to be ready early. So how many of you have gone into Michael's and you have seen the fall or Christmas stuff? Okay. Anybody?
Me.
You have? So here's the deal. They can't put out Christmas in November and expect to sell Christmas. Just like we can't put out Christmas in November and expect to sell Christmas. We got to be ready months before. So what we decided to do was to have you ready months before. So in June, we give all of our fall designs in June, which usually means, like for example, this design was prepped and ready to go in January. Think about that. It is September, and this was painted in January. So we work months and months and months, which it does kind of mess with my psyche just a little because I'm always like doing things way, way, way in advance because I have to be 2 months ahead, at least 2 months ahead of when you need it. So there's always this kind of like we're working ahead so that you don't have to. So I hope that helps answer that question because I get off on tangents. I apologize so much for that.
Another good answer, I think.
Oh, thanks, Bobby. He's so sweet. He's being so sweet.
Biggest fan.
Aw.
All right, Cheryl.
Don't let him fool you. We argue all the time. Just kidding.
I was explicitly told not to argue.
I know. I said we are about to do something. Please don't argue. Okay. So he helps me with these, and so we haven't done one since November of last year, and we're in a new house. So I was like, okay, remember we gotta do this, and please don't argue on the thing. He's like, I would never do that. I'm like, we do it every time. So you may hear an argue or two.
Cheryl Bowman. She says, how do you figure how much paint to buy? And do you buy larger bottles of paint?
Oh my gosh. I literally make all the mistakes for you to help you not make them. Like, I just ordered 250 boxes just so I could get one to test. would you like to see the box that I ordered 250 of so that you could get one to test? Oh, and look at this sweet puppy. This sweet puppy likes to sit behind me, and she's hanging out. Oh, it's right over here, Bobby. Just be careful not to. So this is Piper. You'll see. Piper is always in my studio with me, and she's very loud, so a lot of times you'll hear her be very, very loud. Okay, so I just ordered this pizza box, but I wanted to test it for Paint Party Headquarters to like see what it was going to be like. Oh, she just French kissed me. Fun. To see what it was going to be like. But I couldn't just order one because they don't sell them that way when you buy in bulk. So I literally like had to order 250 of these, which is insane. Anyway, so my job is to test things to see what works, what doesn't work. What was the question? I forgot.
How do you know how much paint to buy?
Oh, yes, that's my point. Okay, so because I test everything, I've gone from buying the full big bottles to now my sweet spot is this for black and white, okay? And then that's an 8 ounce if I move that too fast. An 8 ounce. If you want to screenshot, we'll hold it for 3, 2, 1. No, you have to do it at the 1.
Well, what if I'm...
No, it's at the 1. Let's do a countdown together.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's my suggestion for that. And then my suggestion for these is the 2 ounce. So if you want to do a screenshot, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's my suggestion. And the reason why is because you can use whatever paint you want. And believe me, I have used all the paints, and literally filled them up in mustard and ketchup bottles, like everything. But I have found that it is way easier to just get the colors that work for the paintings, because if I want this to look very similar, I need to use similar, not exact, but similar. So anyway, I hope that helps. Okay, let me read this next little direction, and then I'll get another question. What am I doing next?
Did you want to read, or do you want a question first?
Let me read while you prep the question. No, I can't. Okay, so paint in the face
Angela
and
King
ears with a
says,
layer
"How do you
of
painters track?"
Oh, stop! Okay.
That didn't work.
That did not work. Okay, in a minute we're going to talk about the snail, okay? But first I got to figure out where I'm at. Snail. I think this Tennessee accent is getting to me. So I have a Texas accent. I did not know I did until all of you online told me I have an accent, which I didn't even know I did. Oh my gosh. Now I've been here 6 months. I'm pretty sure something has happened to my voice even more. I didn't know I could get more Southern, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting more Southern. So let me know if you hear it. If you've known me for more than 6 months, let me know if you can tell a difference. But the other day I said something and I missed every syllable in the middle, and I just spit it out into one syllable. I was like, I don't even know what happened.
I don't know.
It was weird. It was very strange, but I liked it. Okay, paint in the face and ears with a layer of caramel mixed with a little bit of white. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna fill this in with, I'm gonna use my middle brush, and I'm just gonna use caramel with a dip of white. And I'm just gonna mix a little bit right there because I just want it to be light. And then I'm going to fill in his little nose. All right, question time, you ready?
Sure.
How's everybody doing? Do a yes if you're doing good. Sorry, Bobby.
Yes.
Okay, Bobby, your turn. Sorry. I get very squirrel.
Angela Pavia King, she says, how do you keep painters on track to finish a painting at a decent pace, and how many helpers do you recommend?
Okay, so the helpers depends on, are y'all having fun? Let's see. Yes, yes. Oh, good. Okay, good. I want learning to be fun. That's my goal, is to give you hope with learning and fun. All of the good stuff. Okay. What was the question? Did you
Off the laugh. How do you keep the painters on track?
How do you keep Heidi on track? That should be the question.
That's
not even an option.
Nobody do that. I pray about it nightly.
Shut up.
And then how many helpers?
What was the first one?
How do you keep them on track?
Oh.
She yells at them, and she has this whip
No. Okay, so how do you keep them on track? So for example, the very first step was this background. So what I would say is I do this thing. I'm going to do this pledge with y'all. Okay, so here I am. I'm standing up at the paint party, okay? And I got everybody sitting around, and I'll say, okay, so we're going to get started. My name is Heidi. I'm so happy you're here. It's going to be a great day, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll say, okay, so first we're going to do what I call is the painter's pledge. Now, if you're in Paint Party headquarters, do hashtag PPHQ, because you've heard me say this a lot. But this is really a fun way to get the attention off of you. So let me know in the comments if you are nervous about, and we're about to go to the next part of this, but I want to teach you this. I think this is very important. So what happens is that whenever you stand up, a lot of times, and you can tell me if this is you or not, a lot of times I'll get nervous and I want the attention off of me for just a second. Okay. Did y'all see how Piper's laying right there? She just wants to be by me. I love her so much. She's a mess. She is so crazy. Okay. So what'll happen is if I'm standing up and now everybody's looking at me, I'm terrified. Okay. I used to be so terrified of public speaking. That's another story I'll share in a little bit. But what I'll do is I'll just say, hey, who has painted before? I'll say, raise your hand if you painted before. So immediately the attention is off of me. So my anxiety can kind of calm down. And then I'll say, okay, who has not painted before? Raise your hand. And then if they haven't painted before, they'll raise their hand and I'll go, you're my favorite. You're my favorite, because you're going to be so excited with what you leave with. And I'll say, okay, everybody raise your right hand and repeat after me. And I emphasize those words. So I'm going to do it again. Everybody raise your right hand and repeat after me. So where you're at right now, in your living room, in your kitchen, go ahead and do this with me, because active learning, we're learning together, okay? Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I promise, Bobby, I promise not to judge my painting or my neighbor's painting until the very, very end. And then sometimes, people will laugh. Usually, I would say 99 times out of 100, you get a laughter. And so what happens when you do that, it kind of takes the edge off, and it also kind of just has everybody kind of calm down. So then I'll say, step 1, hold up your big brush. And I'll hold it up. I'll say, hold it up like the Statue of Liberty. What I want you to do, I'm going to turn on this one song. And I absolutely love Dolly Parton. So if you're a Dolly Parton fan, please let me know. I am obsessed. I think you can probably see there's a Dolly right there. I have another painted Dolly over there. I'm really obsessed with her. Anyway, so what I'll say is, okay, grab your brush. What you're going to do is, as fast as possible, you're going to paint this background. And the reason why we're doing this part fast and only in one song is because we have a lot to do, and I don't want you to miss out on all the shading and all the fun stuff. So I'm pretty sure I answered the first part of your question, but I have no idea what the second part was.
I don't either. I lost my track.
We lost it. I'm so sorry.
It was about the helpers, I think.
Oh, yes, and helpers. Good memory. While I'm answering about the helpers, I'm going to use cinnamon to fill in this middle part right here. Oh, yeah, I did the wrong part. So right here. And then as far as helpers go, I like to have 1 for every 10. So if I'm teaching 10 people, I'm the one. Oh, Peggy loves Dolly. Jenny loves Dolly. Oh, my Dolly people. I am obsessed with Dolly. She is such a badass. Like, for real. Like, Dolly, I just love. She is so inspiring to me because she just does all kinds of cool stuff. I think it's so cool what she does. For every 10 people, 1 person. So if I have 20 painters, I'm going to hire somebody to come with me, have Bobby come with me, have Pixie come with me. If I have 30 people, I'm going to have 2 helpers plus myself, because my thing is you want to be great at customer service, because that's how referrals come. That's how all the great stuff happens. Okay, let me go ahead and tell you a mistake I just made, so that we can all laugh at me. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't laugh at me. Okay, yes, Dolly is a legend. Okay, one of the things about being a paint party host is you cannot take yourself too seriously. Life is way too short to be so serious, okay? So part of kind of I feel like my agenda in life is to help people not take themselves so seriously, because I did that for a long time. And I think I was a very, very negative person for a long time. And I just really had just a very terrified look on life. I was negative. I just had this like go, go, go. And I am still, I would say, a workaholic. I love work. I mean, this legit is my work. Like, how fun is that? But what I want you to know is that when you are the paint party host and when you're doing stuff, like I accidentally painted this color, you probably would have never known unless I pointed it out. But this should be this color, right? So it's not even a big deal. So I want you to really not take yourself too seriously and know that, oh my gosh, if I accidentally did that, all I have to do is go to my caramel and just add it in. Like, it's really not the end of the world. And he's joking. And he's definitely joking. And that's the thing too. I want to tell you about your paint parties. There's going to be people that legit have had issues with art teachers or teachers in the past. And I want you to remember, our job as a paint party host is to not scold people for what they're doing or to make them feel bad. Our job is to legit have fun with them, paint with them, enjoy the process with them. Okay, real quick before we go to the next question, I'm going to do the last step for tonight, and then we're going to go on to the second part of this, which is the paint party calculator. Okay, the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab this black, and what I want to do is just kind of do his little mouth here. And I know sometimes people go, well, he looks sad. But I've tried it with a smile and it's weird. So you can do that if you want. But it comes across kind of weird. And we went and visited Highlanders for research / fun, but mostly fun. But we went and visited for research, and they kind of look like that, don't they, Bobby?
Yeah.
They're not really smiling at you.
They're in thought.
They're in thought. And then I'm going to do the nose. So I'm just taking this middle brush, nose. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the eyes so we don't have like a weird eyeless cow looking at me all night. I don't want to have nightmares. So we're going to get the black on there. And then if you need to move to the smaller brush, feel free. And then we're going to answer one more question and then move to the next part of this. Okay? To make him alive, I'm going to use the back of my brush, my smallest brush, and then dip into the white paint. And then all I do to make this cow come alive, because we don't want a soulless cow, is to just do a dot and then a dot. You're going to have to re-dip if it's wet on wet, but we just don't want a soulless cow looking at us. Okay, question from Bobby, which is from y'all, and then we will go ahead and move to the next part of this teaching. All right, what we got?
We got a good challenging question for you.
Ooh, okay, am I ready? Let me take a drink. I'm ready.
All right. So this is from Jennifer Batten, Batton. And she
Jennifer.
says, what if you're in a smallish community and there's already someone from PPHQ painting a lot in the local places?
Okay, so what I would recommend is make friends, okay? So there are people in Franklin that are already doing paint parties here. They might possibly be in paint party headquarters. I don't know for sure. I haven't met them yet. But here's the thing, and here's how I teach people. Think of the bread aisle, okay? There is a bread for everyone. There is wheat bread. You're never going to walk down the bread aisle without thinking of this mug right here, because there is wheat bread, there's white bread, there's sourdough, there's crustless bread, there's, what else you got?
I don't know. What's the bread I've been getting for my sausage?
Oh, is it
bruschetta?
Bruschetta? No, that's bruschetta. That's like... Drink your Prosecco. But there's like 1,000 breads. Then you go to the frozen section, and then there's 1,000 more breads. Like, there is literally a bread for every single person.
There's only one Bluebell.
Bluebell ice cream. Now that I can't, I'm lactose intolerant, and I just can't ever have Oreo ice cream again, and it just makes my heart hurt. Unless I want to stay home for the foreseeable future. I'll have to like literally stay home and never have ice cream. I have not had ice cream in years.
Make friends with it.
I'm so mad, and you got me off on a tangent. I'm very upset right now. So upset. My mouth is watering. I can't have ice cream. I'm so sad. What was the question?
It was, what do you do when you have somebody in your town, small town?
Oh, yes. So back to that. Back to the important things. Okay. But yes, Jennifer. Okay. So here's the thing. I want you to be very, very mindful that not everyone is for everyone. So for example, when I lived in Granbury in Texas, I own Paint Party headquarters. I know a ton, like just in 2-hour radius, there were at least 30 Paint Party headquarter people. They're just, I mean, we're in Texas. There's all over. And so instead of, oh my gosh, this is crazy, you know, I can't teach here, whatever, I literally would send referrals to people that were close to me. I can't do this party. This isn't something I can do. I'm gone this day. I would message one of the people I know there, and I would say, hey, can you do this party? If you can't, let me know. I'll go to the next person. And I legit would just send it to the next people. Another thing, what if you're teaching a party and then all of a sudden, or you're about to teach a party, but then you get the flu? Now, if you've made friends with the host that's in your town, now you could message and say, hey, I really, I have this party, but I got the flu. Is there any way you can take it for me? So I want you to know that there is so much potential in not thinking about competition. And here's the thing. I get it. There are legit people in my town doing the same thing. Okay? That is real facts. I can choose to either collaborate, I can choose to become friends with them, or I can choose to be bitter, angry, frustrated, competitive, all of that. But here's what I know to be true, that when I go teach my paint parties, I will do the very best job. I will outwork anybody in the room. I will make sure that all my customers are taken care of. I'm going to do everything above and beyond so that they want to refer me to other people. And if you're in a really small town and somebody's already going and they're going strong, then what about within an hour? What about within 2 hours? Like, we have to stop thinking about the way I want you to think about this is we have to stop thinking about losing business. Oh, the music in the background. We have to stop thinking about losing business, and we have to concentrate. So like when I'm on Facebook or Instagram and I see, the things that pop up are paint parties, because guess what? I teach paint parties and that's all I talk about all the time. Oh my gosh, we have to go back through these comments. So many people have so many tips for me on this ice cream thing.
Awesome.
I'm just like, we got to get to the store. Yeah. I think there's some Ninja Creamery.
I think it's cool, like when we go to a new town and you see a paint party advertised, because then you know that the town's already knows what a paint party even is. Like, you don't have to start from scratch.
Amen.
Yeah.
It's so important. And to not get caught up with, and I'm about to go to my next section, but to get caught up with what are other people doing. So again, I know this is not the normal way to think. Most people are comparing themselves. Most people are, well, they're already doing it. I can't do it. Well, guess what? You might love to teach purse art parties, right? You might love to just do kits. The other person doesn't ever want to touch kits. Somebody else might want to do wood design. Somebody else might, there are endless amounts of ways to make money doing this. The only thing that's stopping you is fear and being scared to fail. And my thing is the faster you fail, the faster you succeed. The people that are failing the most are also the ones that are succeeding the most. So when you take that idea of failure and you turn it into learning, okay? So failure isn't failure if you've learned something. I'm trying to grow lavender right now. I have killed 26 plants. Dead, gone, can't get them back. We had to replant. We are now growing lavender. I'm very excited about it. And my hope is that these new plants will grow, and then next year we'll be able to add more once we figure this out. But here's the thing. We can't sit there and compare ourselves. I can't sit there and, oh my gosh, well, they're doing lavender already. Now I can't do oh my gosh, well, they've done pumpkins. Now I can't do pumpkins. Like all this craziness, right? So we have to remember, do not compare yourself. It is a losing battle every time, okay? And if you want an example of that, look at Dolly Parton. She has literally collaborated with Post Malone, Sabrina Carpenter. Every single person you can think of, that woman has sang a song with. So just remember that. There's ways to collaborate. Okay, so we're going to put this on the side, and then we're going to finish our beautiful honey. Is everybody still with me?
Woo!
Oh my gosh, everybody is sending me ice cream stuff. I'm so excited right now. You have no idea. And just to be clear, Oreo ice cream is where my heart is.